JSAUX has sent me their official third-party Steam Deck dock, and it looks pretty nice. We got pads in the bottom, we got pads on the inside so you don't scratch it. It's kind of like rubber. The cable feels nice, it's sturdy. We have an angled USB-C for the top where it plugs in, and on the back side is where we have the most going on. We have 3 USB ports, we have an HDMI port that supports up to 4K 60Hz, and we have a USB-C PD, which you can use to charge and play, and it supports up to 100 watts of energy or electricity. We've got the JSAUX branding up top, we have it in the front. It's pretty sleek, pretty subtle. This is an aluminum material and it feels pretty sturdy. Having one of these eliminates having to use a dongle and a stand in order to get somewhat of a dock. It's nicer to have it all in one place. You even have an Ethernet port on the side if you want to play on a wired connection. I'm currently rocking the JSAUX jelly sleeve that was sent to me as well, and this one actually does fit in the dock perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this into my monitor, plug an HDMI in and also a charging cable so you guys can see what that looks like and see for yourself just how convenient this little device can be. Here on the back side, this is what it looks like. The cable isn't extensively long, it's just long enough for you to be able to do this and plug it right in. It's plugged in. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my HDMI to this monitor, and we do have room to plug in a mouse, a keyboard, and surprisingly it has 3 of these. I've seen a lot of dongles and other hubs, USB hubs, that only have 2 USB ports, and earlier on when I first had the Steam Deck, a big issue or something that I wish I had was a device that had 3 USB ports so I can plug in a mouse, a keyboard, and the adapter for my wireless headset. This one actually gives you that option. This is my Steam Deck charger, this is my HDMI. I'm going to go ahead and plug both of these in. I went ahead and plugged in a mouse as well so it's easier to navigate once we are in desktop mode, because I am running my Steam Deck on Windows 11 and it's going to be just a little bit easier to use a mouse while I'm showing whatever I'm showing right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn this, put it right here, and give you guys a better viewing angle so you can see what it looks like when we are using this thing docked and in desktop mode. Once I plugged in the HDMI, it picked it up right away. I just switched to my input on my monitor, and here we are. This is my Steam Deck screen right here. I am using an extended display, but you could also mirror whatever's on your Steam Deck and display that on this screen. The reason I like to extend the display sometimes is so that we can see what the settings are for FPS or Hertz and refresh rate, things like that. Right now we're set at 59.94 Hertz. That's the default when plugging in your HDMI into the monitor using the dock, and we can go all the way up to 144 Hertz. Mind you, this is only going to work if you have a game that can actually run at 144 Hertz. This does put your desktop at 144 Hertz, so you could probably still kill your Steam Deck super fast if you're not plugged in while you're using this dock. So make sure you actually have some power going into the dock if you're gonna be using these higher frame rates. I'm gonna go up to 144 Hertz and see what we can do here, see what it looks like. I can tell right away that the entire desktop is in this new refresh rate. It feels really good. And this is actually pretty amazing that you're even able to do this using a device like the Steam Deck. I'm going to exit this out here. I do have multiverses open here. I'm only really getting those 144 Hertz right now when I'm on the desktop. Depending on the game you're playing, like I said, will determine whether you're able to hit these frames or not. I hopped into multiverses, but multiverses is probably not the best example because I believe this game is actually capped to 60 frames no matter where you play it. And I'm pretty sure they did that so that people can be on an equal playing field, whether you're playing on a PlayStation, Xbox, Steam Deck, handheld mode, or even a PC. So that way everyone's pretty much on the same playing field. Either way, I think that this looks really good, and I'm still going to show you guys. It's taking advantage of the full display. We are playing in 1920 by 1080p. All of the game settings are set to very high, so the highest possible settings, and we're able to maintain the 60 FPS while being docked in desktop mode and playing on the actual monitor. One thing I should mention is that I was having trouble getting audio go through with this dock plugged in, and I think that's because I just plugged in the dock while the Steam Deck was already on. If your Steam Deck is off and you plug it into the dock, you will have no issues getting your audio to work. All I did was restart my system once it was plugged in, and it showed my monitor so I could get audio out of it. that was a quick and easy match. That was a bit of multiverses. I think it plays great if you're extending your display and using your monitor or TV screen as the actual screen that you're playing on. If you're playing a more demanding title, I suggest that you actually do mirror your screen. A bit ago, I was playing Warzone, and I actually did mirror my Steam Deck screen to the monitor. I didn't mind having the black borders, just because it is a more demanding title, and if you are playing on a higher resolution, you are going to have a lot of frame drops and a little bit less good performance. So depending on what game you're playing, you're just gonna have to like see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. If it's a less demanding game like this, it should work no problem. I think it's safe to say that the JSAUX dock is fully functional. It works with your HDMI. It works up to 144 Hz if you have a monitor that supports that. It goes up to 4K 60 Hz, and it has 3 ports here, Ethernet port. It's charging my system while I'm playing. It's everything that it's supposed to do, it's doing, and it's doing it well. So I have no complaints here with this dock. I literally tested this right now as I'm making the video, and I wouldn't tell you guys that it was good if it wasn't actually working the way it was supposed to. Pretty dope dock, I have no complaints, worked really well. If anyone's interested in either the dock or any of the cases by JSAUX, make sure you guys check out the case video, by the way. And if you like the dock, if you're interested in getting this dock, I will leave a link to the store where you can buy this dock as well. And once again, thank you JSAUX for reaching out to me, sending me all these cool products and letting me review them and talk about them here on the channel. I've used different dongles, USB-C hubs, and docks, and this one pretty much takes the cake for the best dock so far that I've used. So make sure you guys check that out if you're looking for a dock and a stand that actually works well, charges your game system, and is high quality. Make sure you guys check it out. As always, thank you guys for watching. It's been fun covering these products on here. I do have other things planned for Steam Deck videos, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. I will see you guys on the next video.